William,
Talk to me.
William. Friday morning, Friday sometime before noon, Steve and Will are going live and we're doing a giveaway. A massive, massive, massive giveaway. Signed helmets, jerseys, gift cards, maybe some other random items that we don't want to spoil. Maybe. We'll see. Friday morning. Think about becoming a member. Not required, greatly appreciated. Hammer that like button, hammer that subscribe button. Will,
Yes, sir.
this was your topic today. What are we talking?
Yeah. Hey, listen, before we get into the topic at hand here, I want to say I got a suggestion here. I think that we should give away just a day with Steve Perkins. Just a day,
I don't think you could
evening,
give that away.
just an evening, maybe a nice dinner. Maybe. I don't know.
I can promise some diaper changes. I can't promise a dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Disregard. Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Yeah.
If you win that, you try to give it away. I tell you what, I don't miss changing those diapers. But to the business at hand, Steve. Today we're talking about rookies, man. We're talking about rookies, and we're not talking about the full season of rookies, man. We're talking about I'll say first 4 weeks of the season, maybe 4 to 6 weeks of the season. What rookie or rookies are going to be standing out? Who's going to be standing on business? Who's going to be playing a pivotal role immediately for these Detroit Lions? I got a feeling of one of them, but then it could be up in the air. I want to see where your mind is. If you're feeling good, start typing before you even hear from us. I want to see how some people line up with what we're about to say. And I don't even know what we're going to say because we haven't talked about it. So, Steve, teeing this thing off, what rookie or rookies stand out to you as big time impactful players for the Detroit Lions starting the season week 1?
I don't think there's a wrong answer here, William. I think it's all opinion, but in my opinion, I would say it's got to be Tate Ratledge. It's got to be. It's got to be Tate. It's got to be. There's no other choice, in my opinion. Okay. What's the strength of the Detroit Lions? It's our offense. Our offense has been the strength the last 3-4 seasons. What do we have to do? We have to be able to run the ball. We have to be able to keep Jared Goff upright. There's only one player who's responsible for doing both of those things. I mean, all of the offensive linemen, but as a rookie, it's Tate Ratledge. He has to be the most important piece. Now, there's some other guys that I think are going to have a role. But how big of a role those first 4 weeks? I think we'll see some steady incline, some stock rising on some other rookies. But when I'm talking week 1, boots on the ground, it's got to be Tate Ratledge. We have to dominate in the run game. We have to keep Jared Goff upright. He's the rookie on the offensive line. That's my guy, William. It's a no-brainer for me. But there's going to be some other big names that I think are going to step up throughout the season. There's some other rookies that I'm very excited about. Even the guys who I don't think get on the field, I'm excited about to hear what they're going to be doing in practices throughout the year and see maybe we get a glimpse of them later on down the road. But for me, number one, without a doubt, is Tate Ratledge, William.
Steve, Tate Ratledge, the mullet, man.
Do you still have your Cat Williams mullet? Is it still nearby?
Listen, I still have my Tate Ratledge mullet. I sure do. And it will be. Oh, don't tell me you got one.
No, absolutely not. I'm trying to plug in my laptop if I'm being honest.
Man, I'm like, man, is that what he's grabbing for? Are we going to be twinning at the first game? What's going on? But Steve, you saying Tate Ratledge immediately leads me to a question, Steve. It's going to be a tough question. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Good journalists ask good questions.
That's true. So I'm even going to ask one because I'm not a good journalist, but I'm going to ask a good question right now. Are you nuts? Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your Tate Ratledge? Are you, Steve? Listen, Tate Ratledge is a part of that offense, Steve, and we have a high-powered offense. I'm expecting big things from that offense, but the bottom line is, offense wins games, Steve. Defense, it wins championships, and the reason why we haven't had a championship yet is because we had, for lack of a better words, shitty defense. I mean, and it wasn't because we had shitty players. It's because our good players were hurt. All right, we were playing with people that just signed up for the team and just got done bagging groceries. We were putting ex-safeties at linebacker. We were putting Band-Aids upon Band-Aids upon Band-Aids, Steve. That's why we weren't hoisting a Lombardi trophy. So, again, offense is sexy, offense is fun, and it's exciting to watch. It puts butts in the seats when people are seeing J-Mo and they're like, oh, it 100% does that. But defense, Steve, defense wins championships. And when we're talking about a championship, we're talking about other teams coming to Detroit or Detroit showing up at other people's houses and saying, listen, what you're not going to do is anything that you want to do. And the leader of that is going to be Talik Williams. Steve, are you absolutely out of your mind? The rookie that is going to make the biggest impact is going to be Talik Williams because he's going to be crushing the pocket on these quarterbacks. And while he's crushing the pocket and these quarterbacks are running for their life because the pocket is just collapsing like an avalanche, Aiden Hutchinson is just going to be cleaning up 30 sacks. So, Steve, without a doubt, one thing you said was correct. There's no question who it is. Malik Williams is the answer. 10 times 10.
I don't know that he's the answer, William, because I feel like this question was loaded. He might have the biggest impact, but I don't think he's the most important. You have to keep Jared Goff upright. You have to be able to run the football. That's just all it is. We don't have a mobile quarterback. He's a statue. We've had to shift this offensive line and build it around Jared Goff. So the most important piece is Tate Ratledge as a rookie. Now, the most intriguing, the player I want to be absolutely dominant is Tyleik Williams. It is. The more players we have on defense that can win one-on-one matchups, William, make our defense unstoppable. And we saw in practice firsthand from like 5 rows away, Tyleik Williams holding his ground on double teams. And when you didn't double team him, he won his one-on-ones. That's exactly what I expect from him. So if you're double teaming him, well, you can't double team 97. You can't double team Lee McNeil when he comes back. You can't double team Marcus Davenport. If you're choosing to double team Tyleik Williams, when Aleem comes back, one of those 3 is guaranteed to win a one-on-one and get after a quarterback or be disruptive. So I do think he could be the most impactful, but in my opinion, Tate Ratledge is the most important. Now, the most exciting to me, Isaac Tesla. Not without a Mailtron. Sorry, I can't even believe I called him by his government name. I can't even believe I did that. His birth certificate name is Isaac Tesla. His God-given name is Mailtron. He's probably the most exciting for me. Without a doubt, because if we're sticking to offense, Will, I don't know how you stop us. I truly don't, because if we're providing protection, if we're running the football, if we have time for Jared Goff to remain calm and have a nice clean pocket, he's an assassin. He's an absolute lethal weapon when he has a clean pocket with no disruptions, Will. And we're talking about him getting through his progressions and having all these playmakers. There's guys all over the field, Will, he could just play pitch and catch with. I mean, the options are limitless. St. Brown, J-Mo, Sam Laporta, Isaac, Jahmyr Gibbs. We've seen some rumors about him getting more involved in the passing game. We've seen some rumors about David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs being on the field together at the same time. Endless opportunities here, Will. I absolutely can't wait.
Steve, I'm not going to put your age out there, but actually I will. In the 25 years you've been on this earth.
Yes. I was born at the ripe age of I was born at the young year of 2000. Yes.
Oh, I haven't known you to be wrong often. You say
ever.
never.
Or ever.
You say never. Yeah, I haven't known you to be wrong.
Don't ask my wife. She'd probably have a different opinion of that. But
yeah, I can. Yeah, that's all of them. But anyways, the bottom line is this: this time, dead wrong. Dead wrong. You did nothing but prove more of my case, Steve. The first thing that I'm going to say is this, and we're going to stay on the rookie path. We're on a rookie path today, right? Listen, if Tate Ratledge goes down for any reason, right, we have some veterans that could come in. Kaeli Awasika is a guy who's played all over that offensive line. And has he been great? Absolutely not. Has he been serviceable? Yes. And when you have a top 5 tight end, when you have, in my opinion, 2 top 10 receivers, when you have 2 top 10 running backs on your team, Steve, I would have to say that you should be able to move the football if you're missing one of your starting offensive linemen. But if you can't stop the run, you got problems on your hand, as we seen last year when our D line was a little bit beat up. So, Steve, my first thing that I'm going to say, keeping it on the rookie path, if Tate missed some time, I'm expecting Miles Frazier, who just got back to work. He just put his tie on yesterday. He's ready. He's ready to go. I'm expecting him to step in and do some things. And if it's not him, it's going to be one of the veterans. And this offense should still be rolling with all of the weapons. Just because Goff now has 5 minutes instead of 10 minutes to throw the football, that doesn't mean this offense is going to stop. This offense is going to keep doing its thing, Steve. So for that reason, again, standing on business here at Detroit in 313. People, please get in the comments and just school Steve right now.
Mm.
Talik Williams is the only answer. He is the only answer because Talik Williams is the key to Aiden Hutchinson being the defensive player of the year. We talk about a veteran by the name of DJ Reader. And a lot of times when we talk about him, the football savants that talk about DJ Reader, they talk about how he's always had an edge rusher playing alongside of him that is doing his thing, playing out of his mind, having great seasons. It's a reason because DJ Reader is taking on double teams. He's crushing pockets. We don't have one DJ Reader. We have two. We have him as a savvy veteran, and then we have a younger, stronger, faster version of him right here in good old Motown, right here in Hitsville. Not one, but two. You mentioned double teams. DJ Reader is going to be expecting some double teams as well. I don't know who you're not going to double team, if it's going to be DJ Reader, if it's going to be Talik. Aiden Hutchinson is who I think that you better double team. Marcus Davenport is going to be doing his thing. This thing is set up for Talik to just step into the Detroit Lions and start to make a name for himself immediately. It's going to be rowdy in Detroit. I would imagine I'm going to be losing my voice, not because I'm yelling for Tate Ratledge, because I'm screaming.
Offensive linemen get no love,
Excitement.
Will. They get absolutely no love.
Oh,
It's embarrassing. It's absolutely
no,
it's
no,
absolutely despicable to
no,
me
no,
that the war pigs up front. William, since the show has pivoted into a who's right, who's wrong, I'll just say this: Tate Ratledge will be on the field every offensive snap. I can't say that about Tyleek Williams, and that's no disrespect. He's going to have to cycle in and out. He's going to have some rotations. Tate Ratledge, when he puts that helmet on, Will, and he straps it up, every time the offense goes on the field, he's out there. Okay, most important piece, most impactful. There's three tiers to this topic that you're forgetting about, Will. The most important, the most exciting, and the most impactful. I've given you my three. They're all at different layers because let me say this. Last year's draft class, not that impressed with it so far. I think Terrion Arnold, absolute stud. I'm seeing a lot of rumors about him being cornerback one, according to Kelvin Shepard. That's great. But other than that, that draft class was so far a little underwhelming. I haven't seen Ennis Rakestraw. Manu's not really playing. There's very few guys. Well, the jury's still out on Wingo. But, well, I think that this draft class, Brad did another masterpiece. I really think that this draft class was complete. It's full. There's no wrong answer to whoever you want to shuffle in there. There's three impactful rookies that are on this team. And when people like we talked about yesterday with the show of everyone picking the Detroit Lions to finish last or the most bet team to miss the playoffs, I think they forget what Brad Holmes does in April in the drafts where he does nothing but hit home runs. I think he took it a little personal maybe last year when he said, maybe not my best draft class. He won't ever come out and say that publicly, but if you look at it, what last year's compared to this year's, we've got three starters already for rookies. Isaac Tesla, wide receiver 3. Tyleek Williams, starting defensive tackle. Tate Ratledge, starting offensive guard. And then Miles Frazier is the guy I was sitting at the beginning of this episode who I'm going to be paying attention to come practice time to see how he's developing because I know he's just getting back to work, like you said. But if we have a boo-boo and we have to shuffle some pieces around, if he's got enough practice time underneath his belt, I think he could be potentially that next guy in there at guard, maybe even center. So there's potentially 4 rookies on this team that I could see having very, very significant playing time, William.
Steve, I'm going to say 5.
Who's the 5th?
Because I haven't given up on Ahmed Hassani.
I don't want to get overexcited there because I don't know exactly what that injury is. Yeah, is it a season ender? I know there's some breadcrumbs that maybe he comes back, but I don't know. I'm just kind of counting on not seeing him this year is all.
Yeah, I'm expecting the season to go into February, and I'm expecting to see him, and I'm still expecting him to jump into this 53-man roster, and whether it's from attrition or just him getting healthy and fighting his way back on to this roster, he's just a guy that I believe in, and there's just certain guys that don't take no for an answer. I don't think that he takes no for an answer. And I think that the injury was just a setback. The Lions still believe in him. So he's not going to be on today's list necessarily because today we're talking about guys who are impactful immediately. But on the back end of this thing, I got to mention his name because I think that he's going to be impactful, whether it's special teams, whether it's relentless effort, being a rotational piece, making a huge play. I think that he's going to do something in this season that is impactful. But staying on path, I like where your head is. You mentioned something that I don't want to breeze over. You mentioned the most exciting player. The most exciting player. Wow. I got to give you an "Are you nuts" on the first part. On the second part, I got to tip my hat to you. Isaac's going to be exciting. He's going to be lightning in a bottle because there's only one football in Detroit, Steve. So his ability to help the team is going to be situational. It's going to be deep balls. It's going to be crossing route, deep crossers. It's going to be red zone jump balls and touchdowns in the end zone. For those reasons, I think that when he gets the balls in his hands, it's going to be electric. It's going to be impactful. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be sexy. And for those reasons, it is going to be similar to the J-Mo situation. When you see him getting his hands on it, you're going to be on the edge of your seat, man. So, yeah, I do believe that there's going to be some excitement there. But where I think who's going to surprise us and do some exciting things throughout the season is going to be Dominic Lovett. I think they're going to find a role for him, whether it's doing some Khalif Raymond type deals, whether it's doing some trickery, whether it's doing something in the return game. I think they're going to arch out or niche out a role for him, or etch out, I'm sorry, a role for him somewhere in this offense because we just have weapons everywhere. And we talk about guys like Sione Vaki and them wanting to find a role and a place for him when he's healthy. I think the Detroit Lions are a team that tries to do what's best with their personnel. They don't just come out and run a scheme. They look at their personnel and they say, hey, how can I put this guy in a great situation to do what he does best? So, Steve, I think we got the top dogs. I just think you got them in a messed up order. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's an
So,
opinion.
yeah, it is. Typically I would just say, yeah, you're entitled to your opinion, but today you're wrong, Steve. Today you're just wrong. I mean, it's the first time I've been wrong before. I'm wrong almost every day. Today, I just happen to get one right. Is all.
Well,
I
this
don't
is kind of like a kids cover your ears. Okay, Uncle Steve's going to use a swear word. It's kind of like a fuck, marry, kill, where all of your options are swimsuit models. Like there's really no wrong answer. Okay, like, and I wasn't getting off here with talking Dominic Lovett because injuries happen in the NFL. He might be that next wide receiver up, where maybe Khalif has to get him a little bit more reps at wide receiver, and Lovett slides in to do some more special teams. Like I think he could be potentially that fifth guy is an impact player just because I don't know what's going on with Ahmed Hassani yet. I could see him getting some starting reps as wide receiver somewhere during the season if someone has to miss a game or something. If someone gets sick or banged up, or there's a lot of different ways where Dominic Lovett can get on the field, and he was very very impressive in the preseason with the Hendon Hooker play that wasn't the best in the world, and he still made an impact. So to see him with Jared Goff and a competent offensive line and some other guys that you're focused on more heavily than him, like he's an exciting player too. Well, this whole draft class could be, it's going to be pivotal in us. You talk about playing in February, all hands on deck. So Dominic Lovett, absolutely probably going to need you at some point this year.
Yeah, 1,000%. May even need Jackson Meek. So, before you run me off of here, I do want to say one thing. I got my championship hat on today, Steve. Uh, after yesterday's show and what we had to go with from, I'm not even going to mention his name. He don't deserve to keep getting his name mentioned, but I am going to mention a new guy's name. Somebody who was electric. When you talk about exciting, somebody that I really, really, really enjoyed watching. So I'm really disappointed that I got to even mention him in this
Did he
context.
just go into the Pro Football Hall of Fame like a year or two ago?
Yes, sure did.
Yeah.
Devin Hester, Steve. He got on. He said some things today.
Yeah.
He said some things that I gotta. I don't know. I can't take my affinities for his game, especially return game. But the bottom line is he mentioned the Detroit Lions coming in last, and he was standing on business. He was definitively, man, you guys don't understand. New coordinator, the defense is gonna have to be out there so much more. The offense is gonna be going 3 and out. Devin, you're an idiot, man, and I don't like to use that word like too often, but that just sounds dumb from an NFL player. And luckily, I've gotten an opportunity to be around my fair share of NFL players, so I do have an understanding that not all of these guys understand football deeply, which is surprising to me. It was really surprising to me when I first started to understand that. But when you're saying that you expect this offense to be a 3 and out offense, you sound dumb, for lack of a better words. I don't even know how to say that nicely. If you look at our offense, Steve, and the words out of your mouth say 3 and out, why? Why are we going 3 and out? Last place? Why are we in last place? I just don't understand what these other teams did for us to be in last place. He talked about this defense being carried by our offense. This isn't the same defense. So, Devin, you're going to be a person whose video that I put up later when this defense plays out of their mind, because I don't understand the disrespect. When you're talking about the best safeties in the league, when you're talking about Reed, when you're talking about Reader, when you're talking about Terry and Arnold, when you're talking about Jack Campbell, when you're talking about Alex Anzalone, when you're talking about Derek Barnes, who's ascending up, when you're talking about the defensive player of the year in Aiden Hutchinson, when you're talking about Aleem McNeil, Pro Bowler, all pro, coming back to this team at some point in this season, man, when you're talking about Marcus Davenport, if he stays healthy, Steve, what are we talking about? What's wrong with this defense? I don't even see a weakness in this defense. I'm getting riled up. Devin Hester, please stand by your words. Like Danny Rogers said to that goofball Emory Hunt, stand on business in week 18, because I'm going to have some things to say.
I can sum it up a lot faster than that, Will. He played for the Bears. Like, I feel like there's a little bias there. Peter Schrager, formerly of Good Morning Football, NFL Network, now with ESPN, also picked the Bears to finish first. Yeah, we have new coordinators. Don't they have a new head coach? Like, is there no questions about that? Like, we just think Ben Johnson 0-0 record is just football's gift. I don't understand, Will, but we talked about that yesterday. Just some more people popping up, picking the Lions to pick last, or picking the Bears to finish first. And I don't know. I think the Bears are fourth in a 4-horse race. So I don't know, Will. Lots to digest. Rookie impacts. Leave it in the comments. Let us know who's apparently right or wrong on this one. I don't know. I feel like there wasn't a wrong answer. Just Will brought the hammer today, and Daddy had to bring out the sledgehammer.
Here Steve goes again with his politician.
Will brought a little ball peen hammer, and I brought that sledgehammer. Stick around, hit that like button. We'll be back later with another show.
Peace.